Hey Doc, Sam Carlson here with Patient Stream. Sorry I couldn't make our demo today. I wanted to make this quick video and at least give you an idea about how Patient Stream works and how you can use it to get a bunch more patients. So just to give you a general overview about how the demo works, I want to give you some basic foundational points about Patient Stream before we jump into the demo. I'll tell you how it works, why this is different, even from a marketing perspective. I understand that a lot of lead companies are saying that they do different things. So I'll tell you why that is with Patient Stream, and then we'll jump into the actual software itself and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so before we do anything, I want to establish two really important foundational points. One, Patient Stream is not an agency. Okay, Patient Stream is a piece of software. We have a background as an agency. In fact, we're the only agency that ever had a published case study by Facebook. We're the only ones. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of agencies, but there's only one that ever had a published case study. So that is us. And then because it's software, okay, one of the cool things I like about that is it puts the power of your marketing in your hands. Okay, and it actually does work. So that's the second thing, is Patient Stream actually does work. So at the time of this filming, this is just the end of March. We have generated over 2,000 leads just last week alone. Over 2,000 leads at an average lead cost of about $22.73. Okay, we've got over 130 users. That's growing every week, it seems like. And the owners, myself, my two partners, we have collectively over a decade of online marketing experience. Okay, so hopefully with that as the foundational pieces here, you're going to see that Patient Stream is really cool. So Patient Stream is going to be way more cost effective and even work better than an agency. So let's go ahead and jump into the first bullet point of how Patient Stream actually works. Okay, so the first thing, okay, before we jump into the platform, I want you to put this idea in your head about what a quality lead would be to you, like what that actually is. Okay, how's that idea in your head? Now I want to introduce how we approach getting leads for your practice. So we use something called the qualified triad formula. Okay, so basically there's three things that we're focusing on to get you qualified leads for your practice. Okay, one, we want a proven offer. Okay, now an offer shouldn't get just anyone to raise their hand. We want the right people to raise their hand. So that's number one, is asking and giving a qualified offer. Number two is proven ads. Okay, the images and the words that you put in front of people will affect how they choose and what they think about you. Okay, so the ads are important. And then proven targeting. Okay, now that is finding those people in your area that best fit those services. Okay, so those are the three things, the marketing triad formula for quality leads. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of things in here that maybe you're seeing for the first time, but I'm kind of excited to show you how they work. So let's go ahead and jump into the demo. So when we're in the demo here, okay, I'm going to go ahead and come over here to this screen. What you're seeing on this screen are 23 niche conditions. Okay, and I mean, we built Patient Stream so anybody can get in here and use this, because we're not asking you to learn how to run Facebook ads. We're asking you to get in here and answer simple questions. For example, what kind of patients do you want? Patients with back pain. Okay, patients with back pain, but we're not offering an adjustment here. Body contouring, knee pain, neuropathy, okay, plantar fasciitis, scoliosis. These are really simple questions. And what's really cool about this too is, instead of offering like these cheap giveaways that everybody's going to want, we're asking people, for example, hey, do you have knee pain? Who's going to raise their hand to that? The people with knee pain. Okay, now we're getting qualified attention. So that's the good thing. Okay, so on this first screen, again, the whole idea is that you're going to be able to do this yourself. The first screen, we're going to choose knee pain. Let's go ahead and choose that. Okay, so that's step one. And then step two are these things we call click campaigns. Okay, so as I scroll over these, you can see they highlight. Now, if you go back to just maybe 2 minutes ago, what were the 3 things that we need in order to get qualified leads into the practice? A qualified offer, ad copy and ad images, so the right ads, and then proven targeting. Okay? So whenever you click one of these campaigns, those 3 things are perfectly built for you. You don't have to give us any ads. You don't have to tell us anything about the conditions. You don't have to do anything. Okay? It is pre-built and perfectly executed to your location. So we're going to go ahead and choose, I love knee decompression, by the way. If you're doing anything with knee pain, that's a great one. All right. So that is number 2. Go ahead and click that. Okay, so now we are on the 3rd step, and it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So the next thing we need to do is we need to identify what our daily budget is going to be. Okay, now I understand that people want to know, well, how much does a lead cost? Well, here's a very simple, straightforward way to think about this. Is it reasonable that a lead will cost $10 in Boise, Idaho, where I live, and $10 in downtown Los Angeles? Probably not. The amount of people bidding on space and the way the algorithm works and all this kind of digital stuff that you probably don't want to know about, it's not how it works. So in different places, just like gas per gallon might be more expensive in downtown Los Angeles, the same thing applies for leads. So here is what I can tell you, okay? Our average lead cost right now at PatientStream is $22.73. Okay, so it's a pretty safe bet to start at about $40. And that's generally where I tell people to start with $40 a day. Try that and just see what your lead cost is. And you can always adjust up or down based on your needs. Okay. And, while I don't have a crystal ball, okay, spending that amount of money will generally average you between 50 to 60 leads a month. Okay. So again, don't have a crystal ball, but $40 is a good place to start. So you click $40 and then you're going to hit create. Now, when you hit create, I'm not going to do this because this is, we would publish an actual campaign. When you hit create, these ads that you went and chose, 4 ads are going to be published to your ad account, okay, with perfect targeting, and they're going to start generating you leads. All right. And if they start to tail off, they're going to turn those bad ads off and turn on new ones. Okay, so you don't have to ever log into Facebook, to your Facebook ads manager. You don't have to know how to create ads. You don't have to do any of the targeting. All you have to do is be able to answer those 3 simple questions. Okay, so we've talked about how it works. We've talked about how to launch your own campaign. I want to just briefly talk about just the different types of campaigns. So you notice that most of the things that we're doing in here are chiropractic based or are integrated for integrated clinics. So a lot of these offers are treatment based or some type of test drive or some type of test/diagnostic. These are reasons for people to come in. We talked about that offer. You want to give people an incentive to come in your practice. Okay. So chronic conditions like knee pain or back pain, we're going to find groups of people that suffer with those conditions. So when we look on PatientStream, it should be no surprise that a lot of these are for clinics that are offering these services. Now, at this point in time, so it's March, we have over 110 individual click campaigns. Okay, so even if you're straight chiropractic, that doesn't mean that because you don't offer knee pain or neuropathy, one of those services, doesn't mean that there's not something for you. Guaranteed, we have 12 or so different campaigns that will fit your clinic. Okay, so the big point here is you can run all of your own marketing without having to rely on an agency. You can do it yourself. Your front staff, your front desk, they can become a professional marketer just by using this tool. Okay, so it's really awesome. The next thing is, as far as leads, when you get leads, what happens? One, you're going to get an email notification. Okay, that will be helpful, and you can put as many people on that as you want. You can have yourself be notified, your front desk, whoever you need to be notified. We've also got automation that's going to help you. So I really love automation, but it's a double-edged sword. Okay, and here's why. Most people think of automation like, hey, well, this excludes me from having to do any follow-up work. Well, the most successful practices in our program, as well as any I've ever met, they always have a follow-up protocol written and there to help them, because it's not, people buy from people. They don't buy from automation. Okay. So the automation is there. Every campaign that you have will have an immediate outreach program to that lead. Hey, Sam, thanks for wanting to know more about our knee program. Give us a call at this number. So that's immediately going to happen. Okay. But on the other side of that coin, your staff will be notified so you can start making those calls and get them into your practice. Now, here is what you need to know. What are the numbers that most matter? If you get 100 leads in a month, how many patients should you get? Well, there's a lot of things in between. So these are the numbers you need to know. Okay. Out of 100 leads, you should be getting 60% of those leads to make an appointment. All right. 60%. That's the first number. If you're not getting that, don't worry. We've got scripts and protocols to help you get that. Okay. The second thing is show rate. 70% of those people who schedule an appointment should show up for their appointment. Okay. So 70%. So 60, 70. Then 80% should advance from day 1 to day 2. And then 80% of them should become patients. Okay. So 60, 70, 80, 80. Now, if you can hit those numbers, you can grow your practice with buying leads from Facebook and Instagram at whatever scale you want to. Okay. Those are the key numbers. The reason most people don't like Facebook ads are 2 primary reasons. One, they blanket out and offer out to everyone. Okay. And so they get really cheeseburger traffic. And 2, they don't know how to follow up mathematically. They don't know their numbers. And so when something's breaking down, meaning they're not getting a patient at the end, they don't know how to fix or diagnose where the problem went awry. Okay. So those are the numbers you need to look at. All right. Let's go ahead and just move on here. Basically, at this point, we've gone through and we've looked at the entire system, broadly. Okay. There's a lot of really cool features. Patient Stream gives you 2-way texting, 2-way email. It gives you like support and training. We're going to give you a manual and scripts and all that kind of great stuff. But I guess the broad strokes are you a doc who is ready to stop paying high, retainer fees like $2,000, $1,500, whatever it is? Are you ready to stop paying that? Start paying as low as $397 a month. That's all Patient Stream costs. Okay. There is no monthly commitment. Okay. So you go month to month. We don't need to get you on for a big, long retainer. Patient Stream works, so people stick with it. Okay. So if that sounds like you, here's the next steps. Again, simply respond. I sent you this text or this video via text or email. Respond back to me. Let me know you've watched it. And if you have questions, just say, hey, I have a couple questions. If you're ready to get started, say, hey, what are the next steps? And I'll reach back out to you and we'll get you on the next step. So thank you for taking the time. I know your time is valuable, so I appreciate you giving me some of your attention today. And I look forward to having you into Patient Stream and to helping you take your practice to the next level. So Doc, thanks again for your time, and we'll see you soon.